Manpreet is a mum of two, and what happened was she left a 20-year career in marketing when her daughter at 8 months was diagnosed with multiple life-threatening food allergies. She struggled to find childcare at the time that she could trust to take care of her daughter. From her own experience of dealing with the struggles of others not understanding the severity of food allergy, she decided to help and support other families with severe allergies too. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a virtual round of applause for Manpreet. Yay!
Thank you, Elliot. Thanks for that lovely introduction. I'm just going to go straight into it. When you hear that someone died from eating out in a restaurant because they had food allergies, it's really shocking and sad. When you have food allergies yourself, hearing that news is absolutely awful because you know that that could happen to you. So you might find yourself feeling anxious and not wanting to eat out because of what might happen. Not everyone understands quite how serious allergies can be. And you may have had people say to you things like, oh, come on, a little bit won't hurt. But you know the potential consequences, which makes it so hard to trust people. As Elliot said, I'm a mum with a daughter that has severe food allergies. And some of the things that I used to enjoy most before having kids, like eating out and going on holiday, are now anxiety ridden for me. Because you hear about these stories about people who died, and you know that a simple mistake and that could happen to you too. You know that if there's any kind of misunderstanding, if an ingredient in your food is slipped in by mistake, if your vegan pizza has got mixed up with one that's covered in cheese, then that could potentially be fatal. Of course, the safest option would be to stay at home, to not eat out, not go on holiday, but that's not a great quality of life either. And I don't want to live like that. I want my daughter to have great experiences and memories. So I do my best to make sure that we can do it safely. There's definitely always still a risk, but I'd like to share with you how I go about having that conversation to find out if the restaurant is safe for my daughter to eat in. I start off by being clear with the language that I use. I don't just ask for a dairy-free meal or say she can't eat dairy. I say she has a life-threatening allergy to dairy, and even a tiny trace is enough to cause a severe allergic reaction, which will end up in her being rushed into hospital. And I have an allergy card which I present. All the foods that my daughter is allergic to is written down, meaning that the chances of any misunderstandings between myself and the staff are greatly reduced. And it shows that this is serious, and I'm serious. This isn't me being fussy or alternative. This is a serious health condition. And it's also got prompts for the chef to make absolutely clear how we need the food to be prepared to make sure that it's safe, to separate utensils and cooking equipment, to check every oil, marinade, sauce and seasoning to ensure there's no traces of allergens there. At this point, they can usually understand how serious the allergy is. And I encourage that conversation to find out if it's possible for them to accommodate us. And I would much rather that they said no than to take a risk. So my advice to anyone who has severe allergies and are eating out is don't be vague about your allergies and be clear about what it is that you need them to do. Don't just say that you have allergies and expect people will know what they need to do. Don't be casual about them. If you're going to be casual, then expect others to be casual too. If you want any more advice and tips, then follow me on Instagram at Food Allergy Fit. And if you want to know where you can get an allergy card, then visit my website, foodallergyfit.com. I have a free template and you can download it and print it off. Thank you for listening.